2-year-old Grace finally started preschool. On her very first day, Mama arrived early at the school gate, buzzing with excitement to pick her up. As they walked home, Mama couldn't wait to hear about Grace's day. "Danny looks like Benny," Grace announced suddenly, swinging her tiny backpack. "And Benny looks like Danny." Mama blinked. "Is that a riddle, sweetie?" Grace then squatted low on the sidewalk. Girls do like this. She popped up, planted her hands on her hips, and puffed her chest. Boys do like this. Mama was utterly confused. The next morning, when dropping Grace off, Mama asked Miss Smith about the mystery. Miss Smith burst out laughing. "Danny and Benny are our twin siblings, and those moves?" She wiped her eyes, grinning. "We taught the children how boys and girls use the potty yesterday. Squatting for girls, standing tall for boys." Mama's laughter joined Miss Smith's, echoing down the bright hallway. Grace watched them, her eyes crinkling into crescent moons. Not understanding the joke, but feeling the joy, she threw her head back and laughed. A pure, bubbly sound that turned the first day jitters into sunshine. Tommy gripped his tiny tennis racket, his eyes glued to the fuzzy ball dancing on the strings. Thwack! He swung hard, sending the ball soaring over the garden fence again. "Oops," giggled his big sister Mia. "Don't laugh," Tommy puffed, wiping sweat from his freckled nose. "I'm going to be a professional tennis player someday. I'll win trophies this big." He stretched his arms wide like a bear hug. Every Saturday, Tommy practiced at Luke Park with Coach Annie, a kind lady with a sun hat and a bucket of balls. "Watch the ball like it's a buzzing bee, Tommy," she'd say. "Feet quick like popcorn popping." But Tommy kept missing. Whoosh! Racket swung. Air hit. Ball rolled away. His shoulders drooped like wilted flowers. "I'll never be good," he mumbled, kicking the net. Coach Annie knelt beside him. "Even champions start small, Tommy. See this?" She pointed to her silver necklace, a tiny tennis racket charm. "I missed 100 balls before I hit one right. Want to know my secret?" Tommy leaned close. "You only fail if you stop trying." So, Tommy tried again and again. In the morning, he would bounce balls against the garage door. At night, he would swing his racket in the mirror. Then came sports day. Tommy competed against Leo, who always bragged about his topspin. Thwack! Tommy served. Ping! Leo hit back. Back and forth. Thump, pop, whiz. Until swoosh! Tommy leaped like a frog and smacked the ball right to the corner. "Point, Tommy!" yelled Coach Annie. Leo stared. The crowd clapped. Tommy's heart did a happy dance. He didn't win the match, but he won something better: confidence. That night, Tommy taped a drawing to his wall, himself holding a giant trophy. Underneath, he wrote in wobbly letters, "Pro tennis star in training." Because big dreams grow little by little, one swing at a time.
Rita's blue scooter glimmered under the sun, its handlebars wrapped in rainbow tape. "Vroom, vroom," she whispered, kicking off down Pine Street. "Whee!" The wind kissed her cheeks as she zoomed past Mr. Patel's flower shop. Spin, around the mailbox. Zig, past the grumpy cat napping on Mrs. Lee's wall. But when she reached Big Hill, Rita froze. The slope curved down like a dragon's tail, steep and slippery. Too scary, she mumbled, squeezing her brakes. Just then, her neighbor, Mr. Ben, wobbled by on his old bike. New wheels, Rita. He grinned. I still ride my first bike, rusty bell and all. He pointed to his handlebars where a tiny photo of young Ben beamed beside a R1 rider sticker. Were you ever scared? Rita asked. Terrified, chuckled Mr. Ben. But courage isn't not being afraid, it's trying anyway. So Rita took a deep breath. Whoosh! Down, down, down she flew, hair streaming like a superhero's cape. The world became a blur of green and gold. At the bottom, she spun in a victory circle, laughing. I did it, Mr. Ben, she yelled up the hill. He gave a thumbs up, his bike bell jingling like fairy laughter. Every time Rita sees Big Hill now, she remembers. Courage is just a deep breath and one brave kick.
Ellie clutched the edge of the pool, her toes curling like shy snails. All around her, kids laughed and splashed, diving like dolphins, floating like starfish. But Ellie's heart thumped like a drum. What if the water swallowed her whole? Then she saw Luna. Luna had hair like ink and eyes like warm cocoa. She zoomed through the water like a rocket, then popped up beside Ellie. First lesson? Luna grinned, shaking droplets everywhere. Ellie nodded, blushing. Me too, Luna whispered. I'm scared of deep water. Ellie blinked. How could a human fish be scared? Trade? Luna held out a shiny blue stone. My lucky charm. Hold it underwater, it glows. Ellie took it. The stone felt warm and brave. Hand in hand, they practiced. Bubble blasts, starfish float, and torpedo kicks. When Coach Anson announced partner relay, Ellie froze. You'll swim the first lap. Luna squeezed her hand. I'll be right here. The whistle blew. Ellie pushed off. Kick, reach, breathe. Halfway, panic fizzed in her chest. Too deep. Then, a flash of blue. Luna had jumped in, swimming beside her like a guardian seal. Go, Ellie, Luna yelled. Ellie's arms found strength. She touched the wall just as Luna's hand slapped it too. Team win, cheered Coach Anson. After they sat dripping on the edge. You saved me, Ellie breathed. Nah, Luna bumped her shoulder. You saved yourself. I just reminded you. Now every Tuesday, two little girls meet at the pool. One with ink black hair, one with sun gold curls. They know the bravest thing in water isn't swimming. It's holding someone's hand when they're scared. Ivan watched big kids lift weights at Sunshine Gym. I want to be strong, he told Dad, flexing his noodle-thin arms. Coach Iris smiled. Strength isn't just muscles, Ivan. It's heart and practice. She handed him tiny purple dumbbells. He tried lifting a foam block. Too heavy, Ivan puffed. Try again tomorrow. Little steps make mighty leaps. The next week, Ivan met Layla, a girl with bouncy pigtails, climbing a rope like a squirrel. Race you to the top, Ivan. I can't. Hold my hand. Together is easier. They pulled and pulled until Ivan touched the red knot. At sports day, Ivan faced the monster mountain, a giant foam obstacle course. He climbed, crawled, but at the final wall, he froze. It's too tall. Ivan, you got this, Layla and Coach yelled. Ivan took a deep breath. Heave. Push. Yes. He tumbled over the top and into a crowd of high fives. That night, Ivan flexed in the mirror. Still noodle arms. But when he carried all the groceries inside, Dad gasped. When did you get so strong? Ivan grinned. He knew the secret. Strength grows when you don't give up. And when friends cheer you on.